Welcome to Restorative Yoga. Before we begin, please grab a hand towel, 2 different sized pillows, a mat is optional, and then some sort of chair or couch nearby. We're going to start by grounding our feet to the floor, leaning back and supporting our hands on the floor as well. We're going to drop our knees side to side as far as comfortable. We want to lengthen through the rib cage, shining the chest up to the corner of the room. Do this for a couple breaths, couple repetitions to warm up the hips. Today's focus is more of a hip opener, low back stretching. We're going to go ahead and tuck our left heel to our glute, knees in line with the center of the body. Our opposite leg is going to go around that knee as more of an advanced option. We're going to place our hand on that knee and twist in that direction. Back hand is our support. Modification is here, bringing that leg in front of the knee. We're back in our advanced option here. A little bit more advanced from that would be to ground our elbow to the top of our knee. We're going to shine up to the corner of the room. Again, lengthening, relaxing, and breathing. Nice and easy release. We're going to switch to the other side, taking your time getting into this pose, getting as comfortable as you can. Find the option that works for you and hold and breathe. Nice and easy on that last exhale, release. Shake out the legs here, getting that blood flow back. We're going to go into a forward fold, bringing the arms to the feet, dropping the chest towards the thighs. Option 1 is, if you can, reach towards those toes. If not, wrap around the calves or place your hands on the side of the legs. You can also grab one of your pillows, place them underneath the knees as support. Leave some tension in the back of the knees. Again, dropping down as far as comfortable. If you're still having some discomfort and need some help to really lengthen that spine, you can go ahead and place a pillow underneath your chest, closer to the belly button. Drop down and hold. There's also a third option. You can take a pillow, yet again, go ahead and take a seat. It's going to elevate your butt here, and then you can go ahead and drop down. Again, it's going to relieve tension underneath the knees. Trying to keep the knees as straight as you can. As you're in this pose, please hold and breathe. Deep breaths, nice deep inhale through the nose, and open mouth exhale, release. As you've been holding for a while, go ahead and walk your hands back to the center of your body. Rising up into good posture, bring your heels closest to your body, bottom of the feet together. Drop your knees down towards the floor as far as comfortable. Again, you want to lift and lengthen through the rib cage, drop the shoulders out of the ears. Instead of rounding the upper back towards the feet, go ahead and drop from the torso down. Modification, take those 2 pillows if you have 2, place them underneath your knees. It's going to help support them upward. There's not so much tension. And again, wrapping your hands around the toes or the ankles and dropping your chest down as far as comfortable. Deep breaths. Here we're opening up the hips. You should feel this right in the inner thigh, in the groin area, low back. Go ahead and release, pat a little, get that blood flow back. Next, we're going to do some neck stretches. Go ahead and sit cross-legged or legs straight out in front of you. We're going to go ahead and start by tipping the right ear to the right shoulder. Option 2, place the left hand out away from the body for a deeper stretch. Keep nice posture, keep that core engaged, and breathe. And finish that last exhale, return back to neutral. and tipping to the other side and hold. Good, nice and easy on that last exhale, bring it back to neutral. Go ahead and place your left hand up over your head, grounding your right arm and bending over side for a torso stretch. On that inhale, return back overhead and switch sides. Just a nice big stretch here, changing blood flow. Good, and release. We're gonna go ahead and bring it to our backs here on our mat or on our carpet, floor, wherever you're at. Keeping your right leg grounded, lifting your left leg up. You can go ahead and grab your hand towel at this point if needed, wrapping that hand towel in the bottom of your foot. Keeping that left leg straight as best you can. Small bend is helpful to relieve some tension. And then you can have the option to have a deeper stretch by extending your right foot. You're gonna pull that leg towards the body and feel that stretch behind the knee to the glute. This is our hamstring stretch. This also alleviates pressure on the low back, on the spine. Here I just want you to do nice deep breaths. With each breath, try to get a little bit deeper in this stretch by pulling towards the chest. Tip is to keep that left hip towards the mat as best as possible and drop those shoulder blades down. We're gonna go ahead and release here. Shake it out if you need to. We're gonna switch sides. Try to keep it the same as you did on the left, either bending that opposite leg or straightening it out, what works best for you. Hold and breathe. Good, go ahead and release, shake it out. Here we're gonna go into a low back stretch by tucking our knees into our chest. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Option to rock side to side, giving yourself a small little massage. If it hurts to cross your arms over your knees and wrap tight, you can go ahead and bring your hands underneath your knees and also hold tight. Try to melt towards the mat as best as you can. On that last breath, go ahead and release the legs, rolling to your side, whatever side is preferred. Keeping the knees lined up together, body in line. You're gonna bring that top leg back towards the glute, holding with your top hand. And if you'd like, you can rest your ear on your bicep, laying all the way down. Go ahead and thrust the hip forward here to feel a nice stretch in the quad. Deep breaths. If you're not quite feeling it or need a little bit more of assistance, you can again use your towel that you have handy, wrap around your foot and pull tight. As long as that hip is kind of pressed forward, you'll feel that stretch. Go ahead and switch to the other side. On that last breath, finish the exhale and release. Rolling it towards your belly and bring yourself to tabletop. Here we're going to go into a frog pose. So you're going to widen your knees towards the edge of the mat. And then you're going to bring the inside ankles also to the floor. And you're going to sink the hips back behind you, dropping the elbows if you can, and chest towards the floor, just like child's pose, except we are much wider. I'll show you from a front angle here what it looks like. Again, flexing the foot in and ankles to the mat. Really deep inner thigh stretch here, really opens up the hips. If there's any discomfort at all, grab your pillows or pillow and go ahead and place it between your knees. This will add some added support so you don't have as much as your body weight pressing down. And as you're seeing here, I'm on my elbows. But again, you have the option to come up to your hands, and arms are extended a little bit further out from the shoulders. Should lengthen all the way through the spine as well. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Please relax and melt into the mat as best as possible. If you're having discomfort in the knees at this point, go ahead and flex the feet a little bit more. It should help alleviate that. Good, let's do one more breath. On that last exhale, slowly walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Ease your way out of this position and come up to your knees. From here, we're going to go ahead and bring our right foot forward into a lunge position, 90 and 90 with both knees. Bring your arms up overhead into mountain. Go ahead and press forward into this lunge position and exhale, twist to your right side. Bringing your shoulders with you, going into spinal twist. Nice deep inhale up overhead back to mountain. Bring your leg back and switch to the other side. Nice deep inhale into mountain. Exhale and twist. Hold for a couple breaths. Inhale back into mountain and bring that knee back. We're going to go ahead and finish with our last relaxation technique here. If you have a chair or a couch nearby, you're going to go ahead and bring your feet up on top of that platform and lay your back all the way down onto the floor. Scoot yourself as close to that object as you can. We're going to bring our blood flow up, away from the brain. So you can go ahead and bring your arms up overhead as well. This is an option. Otherwise, you can go ahead and keep them by your side. Here, I want you to relax as best as possible. Opening up the fingers, dropping the shoulder blades, the hips, the low back, just into a neutral spine. Close the eyes, relax the face, especially between the eyebrows, around the mouth. And take a minute here to relax. Stress-free, worry-free, and breathe. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. However, if you're ready, go ahead and slowly pick yourself up, bringing your feet back to earth. And with that, I want to thank you for joining so much. I hope this helps in any way. Nice break in your day. Namaste. Be well.